The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, morrismedialive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Generation lost, they don't know where they going. Shit like some dead lead, they in the wind blowing. The media got them thrown off with the propaganda. Brainwashed zombies, please train the chump.
Don't you think you need to slow it way down? Or it be another generation lost and killed? There's a better way, don't wait too late now. Or it be another generation lost for real?
We're not the other day. And the young nigga fight for no reason, no time play, generation lost. Back in they the baddest, cause they got a loaded semi-automatic. Ready to kill cause they gone on that gangster shit. Tell the truth, I think that this is irrelevant. I'm trying to bring my people back like Moses. This is powerful music for you to focus. See the propaganda, they just want us all dead. A lot up doing time in the damn bed. That's why they beat up bullshit, they keep a mind dead. Open your eyes so you can have a clear head. All three on. You gotta stay focused from your first to your third eye. I tell no lie. Keep your faith in the most high and not in the devil pie. I live in generation lost, they don't know where they going. Shit like some dead lead, they in the wind blowing. The media got them thrown off with the propaganda. Brainwashed zombies, please train the chump.
Don't you think you need to slow it way?
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Al Toomer's Toomer Town. I'm your host, Al Toomer, and welcome back. We have a multifarious of topics to discuss today. Just one of them days, man, almost like last year when we lost another legend that there's nowhere near this type of legend, but you lose somebody, and it shocks people, it hurts people, it makes you think about what you're doing with your life. It makes you feel like how can you be a better person when people like this die like this. It makes you really think, what am I doing wrong, and how can I do anything to make my relationships better with the people that are around me? And that happened this Sunday. For even like I say, when it happened last year with Nipsey Hussle, it ain't so much as how a person died. We all got to die, but it's how they die. And for this man, Kobe Bryant, to go out the way he did, that's what really touches you. And then you realize his daughter is there with him, and you going out in a plane crash, a helicopter crash, and it's just a horrible thing to even think about. So I'm going to talk about that tonight and a couple other issues, but we're going to start off with this. And let me go and bring my man in there right now from Mike Robinson Boulevard. Mr. Mike Robinson, I'm glad you took your time to come in tonight. I watched your show last night. Very intuitive about, the things I saw you doing last night. But I had to have you up here to talk about this and see how we can make sense of it.
Man, thanks for having me, Al. Definitely.
Always. We've shared each other's shows over the years, and it's good to have you up here. But, man, when this type of shit happens, it's just, it's like it just hits you, in a way. I guess that's why God does it, with some people, to make people got them look at themselves and say not only that life is short, but it could be got them like that. You never would have expected Friday, we talking about LeBron getting ready to pass this boy for like third on the goddamn fucking all-scoring list, and then the next day, not only does he die, but a violent-ass death, just brutal-ass death.
Wait, LeBron did pass him, though.
He did pass him Saturday.
Yeah.
Kobe talked to him before he got on that helicopter and congratulated him.
Man.
So LeBron is toe up, like we all are.
Kobe seemed like the kind of person, man, when you just look at him and his energy and how healthy he looks and everything, you could see him living to be 80, 90 years old, man.
Yeah.
That was kind of how I looked at him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like somebody said on one of these shows, man, if you'd have gave me a list of 10,000 motherfuckers that you say are going to die on Sunday, he wouldn't even been on the list. And if he was on the list, he would have been at the bottom of it.
Man.
You can't even comprehend it. And like I said, it's the same thing like with Nipsey. Just the way you die, for somebody to see you die like that, somebody shooting you in front of broad daylight, or you dying in a plane crash, and man, god damn, you can only think about what the hell. I hope it was quick. I hope he didn't see it coming. I hope his daughter didn't see it coming, and all that fog. We don't know why they were up there, because the LAPD, sheriff, everybody had down that nobody's flying because the fog is too thick. But they went up anyway. I just hope he didn't see anything, but just the thought.
It was weird, man, when you look at the path they took, because they normally just stick with the freeway, but they got off the freeway and went the wrong way off the freeway to, I guess, do a turnaround. I don't know if they passed the exit or what.
They said they had to do a circle around for a minute because of,
why, though? That's my question, because they passed the exit they were supposed to go to, that was closer to where the school would be, where they was going. Right. So I was just wondering, like, if they wasn't paying attention, if they were running from the weather. Man, it's hard to tell, man. But I think if I have to guess, I think it happened quick, especially if it happens how the speculation is that they ran into a mountain or ran into a hillside in a helicopter. That's quick, bro. That's like, you know about that for 1 second, tops.
Yeah. And then I hope that's the way it was, bruh. But to know you going down and you fly just like me every time I get on an airplane, bruh, you have to think about that. And then when they start going down, there ain't going to be no more than 20. It's a matter of seconds. But just to think about him, having to go down and his daughter's on this goddamn plane, what that would have been like. I mean, that's just heart-wrenching, man.
Well, one thing tripped me out is that he and his wife, they had a pact,
that they would never fly together.
They would never get on a helicopter together. Yeah. They fly on planes together, but not that helicopter.
Yeah.
And which says there's some skepticism and a little bit of fear, because, man, like, do you remember Kobe used to ride the motorcycle to the games?
I don't remember that, but I know for 20 years that motherfucker's been flying on a hell. He's probably, outside of pilots, Kobe Bryant in the last 20 years has flown more than anybody, because he flew from Newport Beach to the games. Well, he flew to practice. He flew every goddamn where.
He first started using a motorcycle, though, to get him through the traffic. Yeah. He was riding a motorcycle, and the Lakers got on him saying, like, that's too dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
And then he switched to saying, okay, I'll just do the helicopter.
Right.
I've always felt, man, that's dangerous, man. Like, it is. Using it as your main source of transportation.
It's like rolling the dice, man.
It's
a little bit,
gonna
happen,
man.
Well,
that's how I always felt.
You got enough money to move anywhere you want to, nigga. You ain't got to be out of Newport Beach. You can buy anything you want.
What is
that?
So
during the season, move your family closer to where you got to play it. But that boy's on helicopters every day, practice. And that practice, this was in Los Angeles. This was going to the Staples Center. Forget when they got to fly out to go play other teams.
Right.
So he was always flying. So, you just roll that number. And, it's like, I forgot who said that, man. You can't question God.
Nah.
And all us got a time, when it's a judgment day, there's an appointment that we all have, and you can't get around it. And when that happens, it happens. But, man, I'm telling you.
And there is no such thing as what ifs, man.
Right.
There's no such thing. Yeah. Don't even run it. Ain't no such thing.
Yeah. Because when it first happened, I'm pretty much like everybody else when it first happened. First of all, that morning I got woke up with a call at 4:00 in the morning from Atlanta telling me that one of my partners had died at 4:00 in the morning, and I'm thinking about that. At 4:00 in the morning, I fell back to sleep, and I wake back up, and there's a text of one of my friends tell me they killed Kobe. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? They killed Kobe. So I started going through my phone. I didn't see anything. On YouTube. I didn't see nothing. And I was like, well, let me go to goddamn the NBA. Let me go to NBA and say the NBA on YouTube and look at Yahoo Sports and look at that. And Kobe Bryant was one of 5 people who got killed on a plane crash, but they ain't found nobody. So I kept hoping it's like, well, maybe this is
not him.
It's not him, or even if it did, he was able to walk away from it.
Right. That's the hope, man, that when my day comes with this crash, man, that we're going to be good. Because they don't all blow up on impact, but they supposedly hit the mountain, man. I mean, you hit the mountain. Now, look, let me say this. So Sunday morning, I took my son to the airport, right?
It was foggy as a motherfucker, wasn't it?
Foggy as hell, bro. Yeah. And this was about 6:45, right? Super foggy. And from where I stayed all the way to the airport, it was foggy the whole way. Yeah. Much more foggy at the airport, right? Yeah. So after that, I went to Runyon Canyon, okay? And actually hit the mountain. So I saw myself that there's parts of the mountain where you can't see the top because it's so foggy. Yeah. You know what I mean? And once you get to the top, it's like you in it, bro.
Exactly.
I saw it, man. So I can only imagine being on a helicopter, moving kind of quickly, man, and all of a sudden, like, you appear and you were hitting the mountain, man. I can see how it can happen.
That's what they said. The last thing they got from the guy that was flying it, it's like, bro, you too low to be wherever you were. And they said after that, they just started dropping and just veered. And we've all been on planes. I've been on flights from hell, bro. I've been in some turbulence and shit where it felt like you was going to crash. And I hope that's the only thing he felt and just didn't know when that motherfucker crashed in that building. He didn't know what was going to happen. Not his daughter, not nobody. It's just over.
It's over.
Yeah.
Plus, they had that was a luxury copter, bro. It wasn't like
It wasn't
like no little tiny little thing you looking out the window, all that. They probably was talking, having discussions, literally not paying attention, bro, at all. And it happened.
Exactly.
I'm sure it wasn't everybody hold on. It wasn't even none of that.
Because that's initially what I thought. It's like you realize it's going down, and you got to realize, like I say, his daughter's there. You got to realize, damn, I don't even have time to scream or yell. My baby's here.
Man.
But look, I got to grab her.
How did you feel, man? Fools putting a little fake footage out like that one helicopter was the crash. It wasn't even the crash.
I've seen people that, I'm glad you went there, right, Mike, with people with these conspiracy theories. I don't know what it is, and it's mainly our people. Like, man, we can't die without it being some type of conspiracy theory.
Always gotta be tied to something, bro.
Yeah. Somebody sent me somewhere where it was an explosion, like it looked like a nuclear bomb going off, just explode. How the fuck you got this? And all the major networks ain't got it.
Right. Damn, man, they don't even know you got it, man. You ain't even told them or nothing.
It was like, what motherfucker are you the one bringing him down? And then I had one goddamn friend telling conspiracy theories. He told me.
What'd he say?
She said that the pilot had been paid off. Like he's from another country. I guess he was going with the Arab shit. He's from another country and they paid him. They killed.
Oh, to do a suicide,
a homicide suicide.
A homicide suicide.
Yeah. So his family could be taken care of. It's like, man, you have a hard time trying to prove that shit.
Well, first things first, man. If you Kobe's pilot, your family's already taken care of.
Exactly.
What the hell? You need some extra? I'm gonna kill this nigga. What?
And then blow myself up
in the act, man. And then there's all this stuff about you sound fishy. man, and what type of helicopter could even fly like that? And yeah, just all this shit, man. I'm like, dude, man, he was a thrill seeker. He enjoyed flying in helicopters. Have you been in a helicopter?
Yeah.
So that shit is exciting. It's the most best feeling in the world, but it's also the scariest you might be in the life because you feel like, damn, I shouldn't be flying up here like this. And I'm like a bird, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's scary, but you like it's a thrill to it, you know what I mean? And Kobe, man, he pushed the envelope, man. He probably was like, man, I bought the best possible helicopter there is. There's only 190 of them made in the world.
Exactly.
He bought the best, and he felt comfortable, man. And it probably wasn't the first time it got a little tricky on there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You know, it ain't the first time they done flew in smog and all this type of shit.
Exactly.
You know, the thing I looked at is the plane, it took off from goddamn John Wayne Airport. And if you want to go with the conspiracy theories, because what it sounds like to me, man, is the motherfucker ran out of fuel. So we don't necessarily have to go there. But, man, when you start looking at Kobe, because after basketball, I'll be the first one to say, everybody want to goddamn wait till somebody die and start talking about how much they loved them and everything.
Man.
Now, let me tell you something. I've been a Laker fan since 1979. I was 11 years old when Magic Johnson got there. Loved the Lakers all the way goddamn through, even when him and Shaq got there. Mm-hmm. But for me to sit up here and tell you there ain't sometime I done cussed that nigga out and didn't like him, I would be a fake motherfucker.
Right.
And people try to forget about that. I remember I've cheered for him, I've cussed him out, and it's like a family. It's almost like family. I've cussed Kobe out. I've loved him. I've cheered for him. I've booed him. Motherfucker, you shoot too much. Pass the goddamn ball. Right. Why did you chase Shaq out there? People act like they forgot about that. But at the end of the day, when you look at this boy's life and some of the clips I'm going to play here after basketball, that was a deep little dude, man.
He showed improved, man, in my opinion.
Now, what he was doing after basketball, he was a deep little motherfucker. And he was raised right.
Well, also because after he left, he started feeling more comfortable about sharing what his secrets are and what his approaches are and stuff, because he kept that stuff to himself, man, while he was playing. But now you can really see deep inside what the Mamba was all about, man.
Yeah.
I'm impressed, man. It makes me want to say to myself, like, how can I be better? How can I do more?
That's what he was doing, man. He was like a Les Brown type of motivational speaker in some of the clips I'm going to play, because if you should have seen him, because I just started looking. He came out with this shit like a year ago, but the mind of a winner, Kobe Bryant, man, when you sit down and listen to the way this boy's talking, not just about basketball, but the shit he was talking about, you apply to your everyday life about how he dealt with shit.
Right.
Let me pull this. Can we play the first one?
If you're looking at a big investments you got to make, what is the decision-making process there? Do you call? Is there first you do your own research? You take this much time. You call an advisor. Is there a system you follow?
It's pretty simple for me. It's do you understand the business? Is it a business that you can help in some form or fashion? What are the barriers of entry to that business? And then the entrepreneurs themselves, the company itself. Do they have a culture that you believe is sustainable? Are these leaders people that you believe in? Are they people that are obsessives? And in turn, have they created a culture of obsessiveness? So I tend to look at those 4 factors, and that's it.
That's big right there, by the way. I don't know if you guys caught that right there. That's pretty massive right there. Same determination. What's your current work schedule look like today?
It's different because I personally am not writing every word of the novels. I am not animating the films. What I have to do now is make sure that the people that we bring in, these obsessives that we bring in, are challenging themselves to do the best job that they think they can do. That's what I'm there for, is for them to constantly look in the mirror and self-assess and challenge themselves. If we have a project and you're saying, okay, I can do that, that's not the project we want. The projects that say, I don't know if I can animate that. I don't know how to write that story. I do that, those are the things we want, because through that curiosity, you'll reach a level that you didn't think was possible. And so running the studio, that's what I'm doing.
That's what I'm talking about there, man. That's where that boy has been. And like I said, I just started listening to that type of shit from him like last year. But he's been out, I mean, like just on a different level, man. His next life was going to be way big basketball.
Well, you can apply that right there to anything.
Mm-hmm.
And you could tell that he used that type of thinking in basketball.
Yeah.
What tripped me out, one thing I heard him say is that he does things sometimes that seem impossible just to see if he can do it.
Yeah.
Just to see.
Stretch your limits.
Yeah, he's going to put in all the work to figure out how to get that done just to see if it's possible, bro.
Yeah. And that's
starting with that Achilles tear. Not starting with, but great example is that Achilles, how he worked back and got back on the court, man, and was doing what he was doing when he got back.
Yeah, he was doing all that, man, but that was just basketball. And one thing I heard that little motherfucker say, man, I don't have that clip, but you can look it up. And that motherfucker saying, man, if the greatest thing I've did in basketball in my life, I'm a failure.
Right.
This is just a game to open up the doors to be able to do other things.
Right.
And that little boy was getting ready to do and he gonna still do it. You could just feel the energy, man. I mean, when shit like this happened, when somebody like that goes out, and it's like how you go out.
Right.
Yeah,
and he created a lot of
like that.
He created a lot of mambas, bro.
Yeah.
With his death and passing and exposure to all this type of shit, man.
If you look at what some of these little kids been doing today, I mean, some motherfuckers, Eric Gordon, and it's a number. Look what happened since he died. This motherfucker's going out hitting 50 points and 60 points that have never did it in their life.
Right.
And you can look for the Lakers and look for LeBron when they step back on the floor again. If you doubted the Lakers before with what they got from this nigga, they gonna win the championship this year.
Man.
Because LeBron damn sure coming hard.
Man.
And if you go by his standards of shooting the ball any 30 or 40 times, yeah, the motherfucker, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Whether I miss or not. Ursula telling you last night, his goddamn motto was, the shots that I will never hit, something along their lines is,
you're going to miss every shot
if I don't take. Yeah. So if I take it, motherfucker, I'm 40, 50%. I'm going to shoot this motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's the way he was.
Yeah.
I'm going to jack this bitch up.
Exactly.
Yeah. But like I said, man, all these people here, you know, I didn't know him personally. I've been to a gang of Laker games and saw it from afar. He never really came out to the clubs. I've never seen him in no comedy club anywhere.
One time.
No. I only saw that motherfucker on a basketball court.
Yeah.
But it feels like you know him personally.
Right.
We seen this boy go from 17, 18. Like I said, I've been mad at him. And cussed him out and did all type of things. I done told motherfucker, and to this day, I will still say Michael Jordan is the baddest motherfucker that ever did it, because that's my generation. But there's a generation that ain't seen him but him that would say the same thing, and that's fair and that's good.
That's fair. I got him at my number 3 spot.
Huh?
I got him at my number 3 spot. I got MJ, Kareem, and Kobe.
Jabbar, and that's the thing about it, because actually Kareem is the coldest motherfucker ever done it, but they don't look at him that way just because he was 7'2".
Right.
That's the same thing with Chamberlain, man. Motherfuckers rooted against them because they were taller than everybody else.
Right.
But Jabbar, with that sky hook, left or right hand.
Killer defense that nobody talks about.
Yeah. Yeah, so he was that guy.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, anyway, man, like I said, this things like this happen, but it's like what do you do with it? It's like people today are, you just fashion that goes with what happened today. I mean, this is happening right now. We all sore, ain't no scab on it. But what the fuck you gonna be like in April or March? Are you gonna forget this shit? I've seen this shit happen a gang of times. It just happened last year with Nipsey. Is anybody talking about what happened with him now?
I don't, man, it comes up and stuff, especially because he just won a Grammy and everything. But Nipsey, to me, maybe it's because I'm from LA and all that part of it, but man, I just felt it like I was crushed when he died, man, and I still feel it.
And what I'm trying to say, Mike, is how you die.
Right.
If Nip had went out with a drug overdose or something, or something like that, it wouldn't have meant that much. But to see somebody can him like that,
right?
That's what made it look like that. To see Kobe go out with a goddamn crash,
right?
I mean, if he'd just died in his sleep, I mean, if you'd have saw it coming, but the way he died, is what resonates with you, man.
That matters.
Yeah, it does. So
helicopter crash, man. But once again,
when is the last time you heard of a helicopter even crashing? Unless it was in war or something. I mean, planes go down, but helicopters, motherfuckers just don't go down.
I don't know about that, man. I think just somebody famous on that mug, you'll hear about it.
I'm just glad I wasn't on there. And I bet Rick Fox glad he wasn't on that too, because, they mentioned it once. Rick Fox was on there.
I was like, what? My first thought was, damn, you still fucking with Rick?
He probably would have, but Rick is like, I probably was supposed to be on there, but I'm glad I didn't take that flight.
Right. Dang. And what you think about how people are tripping on TMZ coming out with the news before the family was notified and all that type shit? Like, do they have the right to do that as a media outlet?
It's vulturistic for sure. It's like a scavenger. But what can you really say?
Vulturistic.
Yeah, it's scavenger.
It is, man.
Catfish, pig.
It is.
Scavenger shit.
It is.
And yeah, they do that. I mean, a friend of mine was actually trying to get me to get them come out with some shit on a celebrity friend of mine that I used to date. Like, man, they give you $50,000, $75,000 for that, $100,000. Like, man, I ain't trying to fuck with no shit like that, no matter what they give me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I do have the stories, but I'm not trying to do that. But that's what TMZ, they do. And they don't care. They really don't. So I feel you on that, but nah, they don't care. And I mean, the thing is, because when I first heard about it, they did report it. They reported it so fast that the regular networks had to catch up.
Right.
And how did they know? That's what anybody need to ask them. How y'all know so fast?
Yeah, how'd y'all know who was on that helicopter, bro?
Yeah.
You didn't even see
Unless
it.
you didn't have shit to do with it. Harvey Levin and any of you other motherfuckers on there, how y'all knew to be right there when this shit down, that they have everything that Kobe Bryant is on this goddamn helicopter. That with the way goddamn social media is, I'm telling you, Mike, when I heard about it, it was like 10:30. It was like an hour before I saw it anywhere else. So how the fuck y'all know?
I know.
Yeah, man. So
now, what you think about, man? I hate these little suckers out here that got jokes, man, and all that inappropriately, man, and all too soon.
I know.
There's some little buster named Ari. Something coming out with this video talking about he's the number one.
I heard about it.
I don't even want to give it notes.
I heard about what he said, man, but I have to be fair. I was upset about it when I first heard about it. That's the motherfucker that said he died 23 years too late. But that's the way they feel. There's a lot of people that feel that he raped that girl, and that's they got their perspective. But let me ask you this. If goddamn fucking Air Force One went down right now and they told you goddamn Donald Trump was on that motherfucker, he goddamn crashed, what the fuck we gonna do? Yeah, and tell all type of jokes. So I gotta be fair. But the motherfucker that told that joke...
That was a good way to say it.
Yeah.
That was a good way. You got me.
You gonna tell me a plane crash with Trump on it and I'm supposed to do anything else?
Niggas gonna be having memes and helicopter wigs and shit, all type of shit going on, man.
Yeah. But that motherfucker who said that, he ain't Donald Trump. He ain't got no Secret Service around him. Nah. So he will, chances are, probably get dealt with because... Kobe is married to a little Mexican girl, and Mexicans probably love Kobe just as much as black people or more.
Yeah, don't say probably, shit.
Yeah. So when you say something like that, bruh, you get caught out somewhere, they'll deal with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a foul-ass joke. And a lot of people, even that, we played that with the girl, I think we did, with the girls talking about the Los Angeles niggers and all that type of shit. And
you played that?
We didn't. Well, let's go there with how rude they have been because they still coming up with he's a rapist and we don't care at all about what happens to him.
Athlete, the kind of star that was perfectly cast on the Los Angeles Lakers. Kavita, if I could ask you to stay with us, we're going to go. Athlete, the kind of star that was perfectly cast on the Los Angeles Lakers. Kavita, if I could ask you to stay with us, we're going to go. Athlete,
I'm trying to figure out in her mind what was happening. Like she was wanting to say Lakers, but she was calling them niggers in her mind, and then it came out.
She was thinking about the New York Knicks.
I know.
In the Lakers, but dude, come on,
niggers. But look, she obviously said it, but she did try to like unsay it while she was saying it. She was trying her best, and she was like, Los Angeles, you know what I mean? You could tell that some shit was, she was like, but it was too late. It came out, man. So I'm just wondering, like, what was in her mind? Like, all basketball player teams are niggas?
She
or
probably
is it just
been
a
saying
Lakers?
that shit all her life, man. And then what upsets me is ain't nothing wrong with it. There should be some teams called the niggas, man. I ain't saying the niggas. We ain't got no sports team. I mean, you got the Patriots, you got the Falcons, Seahawks, and all type of bullshit. There ain't nothing to distinguish us.
Look, we also
you can say the Warriors.
Look, we got Indians, we got like the Redskins,
Chiefs, and all this type of shit. Where's their team that goddamn fucking where we the mascot at?
Mandingos.
It's something like that. But there's nothing.
The Creoles and shit.
Yes, I'd be okay with it. I don't give a fuck if you come up with a team called it with the L.A. Crips. The Bloods, the Baltimore Bloods, give us something. You telling me we ain't worth a mascot?
The L.A. Crips.
They even got it in, they got the Blue Demons. The Deacon Demon. Even the devil is a mascot on something. Right. But a nigga can't get nothing.
But you can only play. You can play.
We got a long way to go, bro.
What kind of teams could we have, man? Then you got to be expected to win every time. You can't be the Mandingos losing to the Pelicans and shit.
We wouldn't lose to the Cowboys, I bet you that. A lot of these other motherfuckers we lose. You build a team called the goddamn whatever called the Mandingos and see how often they lose. And it ain't nothing but brothers on that team.
Probably never. If they show up. Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
Damn. Well, she's okay. So let's just for the record say that she did say the shit.
She said it,
but she tried to fix it. It was all at once, bro. And so she can't take it back, man. She should just be honest and say, "Damn, I saw his black face, and I called him that shit. But I knew I was working. I knew that wasn't right, so I tried to not say it." And, man, I just couldn't come up with nothing else. So I said this Knickers thing, man. But
well, if she said that, but I mean, if we look at it, man, the Lakers, like I say, I started fucking with them back in 79 when I was 11 years old when Magic Johnson was there. There have been a handful of white boys there, Kurt Rambers and Mark Matson. And for the most part, it has been niggas. They should be the L.A. niggas as opposed to the L.A. Lakers. You know why they call it Lakers?
Oh, because of that Minnesota type
Yeah, shit? And there was a lot of lakes over there.
Yeah.
So when you moved them over here, you should have changed they got their mascots from, the oceans or Central Boulevard, something other than the Lakers. There ain't no lakes out here.
Crenshaw.
But I said the L.A. niggas would be a great name. The Clippers ought to change. What the fuck is a Clipper? Something to cut your hair? They should have been changed their mascot. A Clipper?
Well, so you saying we really should be praising this lady.
I ain't saying all that.
For being so innovative. Having such a connection and drive to, the true marketing of this sport to us black folks. Man, she's great, man. What's her name?
We should have teams goddamn named after us somewhere, man. Look at all the animals, the bears, the lions, everybody. the Patriots,
it starts with
the Giants, but we have nothing as a people over in this country. There's no mascotish team named after black people.
There's no like,
not even the African Americans.
But there's not even
not even the Spooks.
The George Washington Carvers. You know what I mean? Madam C.J. Walkers.
That's still some white man shit. These are we gotta call. Let's check this out.
Oh,
okay. So you just back there fanning?
Oh, hot and bothered and stuff.
Well, get on in there and say something. You sitting back there. Hell, you ain't been on one of my shows in 2 or 3 months, so say something.
We're talking about Nikers. Did the lady really say it?
I don't think, and y'all are going to kill me for this, but I don't think she meant to say it. I think it slipped.
Yeah, it slipped.
Yeah.
It did slip. She didn't mean to say it. She didn't mean to be like, y'all LA niggers. It slipped.
It slipped. I know she didn't say Nakers, though. She should have owned that she
That's
said.
That's what I said.
She should have owned it. Don't try to clean it up and lie, because then that's what's going to make you look worse.
She probably was thinking, fire me now or fire me next week. What's my choices?
It slipped.
It did slip,
Well, there is a petition that someone signed to get her fired from her TV show. I don't know if it's confirmed that she was actually fired, but over 200,000 people signed that petition the last time I checked.
Yeah, well, hey, man, okay, it slipped. Like a dick slipping out of pussy. That's how
which can happen.
It just slipped.
Which has been known to happen.
It just happened.
With great regularity.
Anyway, man, we gonna get back to COVID in a minute because there's a few other things that I want to talk to about here. But let's go to since we dealing with the word nigga. You heard about this a white rapper that got socked down at a black cipher for saying the word nigga, and he was warned before he even went up and did it. But his white manship is like, I'm gonna say it anyway.
Well, I heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
All righty. Well, boy, go ahead and play it.
Oh, you got that. Okay.
This is going to be the first. My third round going to fuck you up. I'm telling you, if you don't steal me in the third round, it's not a battle. No, I'm not going to steal you. And then you tell me what not to say? Now I'm going to say it. Say it. Listen. Listen, let's go.
This battle started.
I'll go straight to it.
Oh, we can't see it?
No, we go into it. That was in the first beginning when the brother was born.
So he was warning him. And he was not even looking mad either. He was looking with a, like, man, don't say it.
We in this spot. We are at the stash for it, you faggot bitch. Crash his crib. Pop locks and crack this shit. Revolver, spin back like JC. This shit get blasphemous. So we can take this shit straight to the hands. Crack his chin, knock him smooth out. Now that street shit ruled out, because I should never have to hit the Av again. Go! I said it's no pack versus LOD. I picked the right targets, with light sparking, a bunch of shit flying overheads, but white caught it. I've really been in the streets, but goons got a leather spray. I'm talking moving hella dope. We had the fiends hooked like a leather J, Hurley, Hartville, these streets. I done been on A block throughout K&A. So this battle's just a rematch. I've been had Av on my resume. I said we got watch here, it's Tresemme. Y'all tried to hype TD up? Y'all tried to hype TD up off that battle with me? I received hella hate. And because of that, this shit gonna go from gate to the garden to heaven's gate. And you gonna put your team on the map? I leave everybody hanging over your shoulders still. I can old school bump them with the shoulder still or shoulder still. Box him up. You want the David Blaine or the Holyfield? Either way. Either way.
What else?
Get tragic at the end. David Blaine, Holyfield. So I got magic in these hands. And I ain't like these other battle rappers. They talk too much. Saying I can't use the N-word in this battle. My nigga, I just call you.
no seconds at all, man.
It was supposed to be worse than that. If you go back,
he didn't have the leverage to make it worse, but he did it right.
Right.
He did it
but
right.
But then you see other brothers stepping up, looking at him like they about to kill him for even hitting him for saying that. When he warned him, don't say that shit right here, man.
I'm not really mad at that, them breaking it up, man. They running a battle or whatever. But dude got what he asked for, man. It's like a case of just being way too comfortable, man, and wanting to be one of these other people that you're not, man. Play your lane, man. Just play your little lane.
I think in this day and age, I don't know. I just think with this generation of young people, everybody says nigga now. Every race, it's just how they talk to each other now. But the fact that this dude was warned prior, then his jaw should be on the line.
Yeah.
But nowadays, everybody is saying that word. Like, even white people, they call white kids call each other that.
Yes, they do. But you know what? It's always at your own risk. You know what I'm saying? You can say that shit all you want, and you can let it rock with a lot of people, but it's at your own risk.
What I'm saying is,
you don't know who you've met.
You do that with a handful of, because I had white friends and shit. Niggas just us sitting around 3, 4, 5. Motherfucker, you the only white redhead motherfucker in here with 500 other niggas, and you gonna say it anyway when they told you not to say it.
Right?
You don't do that.
Lucky.
Can you imagine being at a Klan rally? I mean, take it. What is the antithesis of that? The opposite of you being the only goddamn fucking black person around a bunch of racist white people, the Klan or anybody, and you said anything out the way to them.
You could be like, "Fuck money." They'll kill you.
Call them white trash or anything, and you go rap about white trash, and then say the cracker and all this type of shit. You the only black motherfucker in there. I don't know any black person would be the only black person would be fucking bold enough to walk around.
Well, there are some
hundreds of goddamn fucking white racist motherfuckers and say anything and not be afraid of getting lynched.
There are some, and you've seen them scattered in the little Trump crowds, where they think they're one of them. You know what I mean? They think it don't apply to them. They're out there.
That's when the camera's around, Mike. I mean, and there was a camera there too. But I mean,
that was a full show.
They ain't just sitting around, goddamn, going to regular goddamn, going to goddamn fucking racist white motherfuckers' house in the barn or nothing, and saying anything around a bunch of white motherfuckers or trying to fuck their daughters. Imagine that, one black man went there. It's 400 white men here and everybody else, and he brings his daughter there, and you say anything to his goddamn daughter.
But look, but you're making a comparison to racist whites as if this was a racist black crowd or something. That's just regular black dudes, man. It wasn't no...
the one dude let you know
it wasn't a Panther rally or nothing. It just was regular black dudes. You know what I'm saying?
It was just the regular, a say-owl. A rap battle.
Exactly.
But when they warn you not to say it,
then you asking for it.
Yeah. And he should have got way worse than that.
I want my jaw tapped. Who's going to do it? I'll say Nigers. You goddamn Nigers. Why you think he got that beard so he can have a little patent and shit?
That's what saved him. But he should have came through with a left hook behind that motherfucker.
Well, he looked like he was ready. But like you said, dude stepped in the middle. Homeboy fell back. The way he got socked, first of all, if you're gonna do what he did, man, you should have been doing it while you were standing back and shit. You know what I mean? Don't get within arm's distance.
The motherfucker that stole on him is the one that warned him not to do it. So if you see this motherfucker sitting there looking like this, just waiting on you to say nigga.
Yeah.
And you gonna say it anyway.
In arm's distance. You gotta at least be ducking like nigga.
Oh boy!
I don't know, man.
Anyway,
he had it coming. That's good. That's good entertainment right there.
Right. Where's the Brown? That Bryant never had these type of issues or anything
Mr. Who?
else. Bryant, Kobe was. This is what you want to be. Somebody like Kobe, a motherfucker who transcends race. Right now, this motherfucker got people all over the world, white, black, Asian, everybody in mourning in love. How can you strive to be that? Well, you made that much of an impact on a motherfucker where race is not even applicable to me. I have never heard anybody call Kobe a nigga except for these motherfuckers mad at him for so-called raping this white bitch. How can you goddamn fucking become the type of dude that this motherfucker was?
Well, let me tell you this. The reason that's so... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, speaking of that situation, a Washington Post reporter was put on leave because she tweeted a link that dated back to the rape allegation in the rape case.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
So they put her on leave because it's like, bitch, how you going to just post that now?
It's the timing that's unacceptable.
And that's all they've been saying. All of them. Like, they just been waiting on something to happen to him so they could say anything that he got them raped some bitch that had 7 different semen in her panties when she went to the hospital.
Look, everybody that speak on it give it a different number of semens and shit.
I heard it was
7. 17.
Go ahead and say 8. Please don't say 24.
Hey, but look, there's the reason why he connects with so many people, man. I just thought about it. The thing is that these little kids, you could say white kids, Asian kids, blacks, Hispanics, older folks, whoever in the world, right? It's because the things they get from him are colorless. Mm-hmm. Like inspiration don't have no color.
Right.
Love doesn't have a color. Cheer doesn't have a color.
Right.
You know what I mean? Balance in your life. Mm-hmm. Thriving. All those are colorless things, man, that you can attach to it.
Yeah. Watch what you get it. Play the next one, Portis. This one here, watch what you hear this motherfucker say on this one, man. About arrogance and embarrassment and getting over yourself.
Tracy McGregor?
No, don't play that. Play the first one, the other Kobe one.
I told you I didn't have that one.
Okay. All right. Well, go to the Tracy McGrady. Before I go there, Tracy said that the motherfucker said he wanted to go and get up out of here as soon as possible. You know, I wanted to surpass Michael Jordan, be the baddest basketball player. But this is when they was 18, 19, 20. This is before he got married and had kids and everything. But that motherfucker said he wanted to be a motherfucker that left out here early. And I can relate to that dude because when I was growing up, my heroes wasn't no athletes. It was motherfuckers like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and shit. And I was so warp-minded that I actually wanted to get my motherfucking head blowed off and get taken out of here at like 30-some years old if it would help my goddamn people. So I'm glad.
That's not warp-minded.
Well, what made it warp-minded is goddamn like 20-some years ago, Ebony Magazine came out with a goddamn issue asking what would Morton and Malcolm say if they were alive today? And that's what changed my mind. It would have to be after looking at these niggas. I'm glad I changed my mind. I got my brain blown up for nothing.
Oh, it would have been for nothing. That's for damn sure. Wasn't nobody gonna ride for Al Toomer.
They didn't really ride for Morton, Malcolm. They ain't really roll for Nipsey like they told them to. It's like they ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. So, you know, my thing was putting my life on the line for my people. But if nothing's going to change, and I guarantee you, bro, this is just 2020. I brought this year in.
When Martin got killed, man, people set it off, man, around. There was...
For
there
what,
was
3 days? They burn up their own goddamn neighborhoods for 3 days.
Yeah. Hey, you ever have to go to your room and shit? You mad and you tear up your room in that motherfucker?
That's what we do. We get mad, burn up our own motherfucking house.
Damn it.
Oh,
Mommy, it's hot in here.
Yeah, so go ahead and play the Tracy McGrady thing. I really wish I had that other one.
He would watch a certain part, pause and rewind the tape, and I was like, you know, what the hell are you doing? And that was just him. He was practicing on some of the things that Michael was doing. He was emulating that. And this sounds crazy, but Kobe spoke this. He spoke this. He used to say all the time, I want to die young. And really? I thought he was he used to say, I want to die young. I want to be immortalized. And, I want to have my career be better than Michael Jordan, and I want to die young. And I just thought he was just so crazy for saying that. And when I got the news yesterday, I had a dance with my daughter yesterday at my wife's event, and they came and told me the news, and I just couldn't believe it, just like everybody else. But I'm devastated.
I can't even.
Okay, look, man. First of all, man, you got to really think the thoughts that you really mean, man, because your subconscious mind in the universe, bro, they don't understand the difference between fake and real, man. They just follow your instructions. And you can have that energy out there, man, and something like that really could happen, man, if he really felt that way. Well, if he wasn't just saying it back then and he never thought it again, if that's something that he has considered throughout his life and everything, man, it's kind of like Pac, man, same kind of thing, man.
But I can understand, because that was my mindset. If you look at every great man that we look at from Jesus Christ, whether he's real or not, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, them motherfuckers died young. So I can understand him seeing that's the way he saw that.
Yeah.
And if you could wake that motherfucker up today and ask him, would he rather come back here? He'd probably tell you, hell no, I'm fine. I'm where we all have to go, the next level. See, and that's the thing. People act like that, that they going to avoid death. We going to all go up out of this motherfucker. But it's what you do in this little chronological of time. You get born. If you ain't aborted, some babies got them died months old. They died a year old. You can get to your teens like his daughter 13. Some people died in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. But you ain't gonna get no more than 100 years out of this motherfucking nigga. You gotta go no matter what.
You ain't gonna get no more than a cool 100.
And you still gotta go.
That's the most you could expect.
With him. Because I heard Shannon Sharp say, we can understand if he was 85 years old and he was sick and he died. And then Kobe is like, nigga, y'all will never see me an old gray-head motherfucker. Right. You will remember me young, strong, and doing what I'm doing. We all got to go. It's just what you do while you're here. So I can relate to that, man.
Me too, easily.
You don't want to hang around this bitch like you gonna do shit. If there was a chance of living forever, I'd do every right thing that they said do in the Bible. But I gotta go whether I eat right, do everything right. Eventually, I'm going up out of here.
I guess you're right, man. You can enjoy it more while you're here, goddammit.
How can you?
How can you not?
Do you really think... Who can really enjoy life more than what he did at 41 years old?
Oh, man, you don't have to be in competition with him. You can enjoy your life the same degree right now.
Man, motherfucker just scared to go about here, man.
It's a choice. You could decide,
man. I remember this episode of what was the Third Rock of the Sun, and it was John Lithgow. His character was always smoking cigarettes and everything, and they were trying to get him to stop smoking. And it's like, man, you need to quit smoking. That cuts 20 years off of your life. Yeah, those are normally the crappy years. Nobody wants to be around here old and fucked up and somebody taking care of you. Somebody got to wipe your ass and all this other type of bullshit, man.
Man, you only having 20 years of that. Maybe about 4. What about the other 16, man?
I don't want to be around here, little old, gray-up, wrinkled motherfucker on a walker in a wheelchair and all. I don't abuse my body. I can imagine what old age is going to be like if I stay around here.
Hey, you could tell
if I can get 62 or 63 years out of this bitch, I'll be cool.
You could tell him not to wipe you. You could say that.
The fact that I got it, what if they refuse to do it? What if you got some goddamn motherfucker that's on
choice.
You? I'll just let you lay there and shit for 2 or 3 days, motherfucker. You old shit talking.
All that shit you been talking all these years, Al Toomer. I have all the tapes, goddammit. And fuck you. Fuck you.
I can't even raise my arm up to shoot nobody. I don't want to be around here helpless.
Man, you better start doing some push-ups, nigga.
What good is push-ups gonna do you at 70, 80 years old, Mike?
Hey, man, when you fall, you could get back up. These motherfuckers be falling and needing to call somebody.
Then you got to get the old thing that when we was kids, when that first came out, you got the life alert.
Yeah.
I'm falling and I can't get up.
You know what's funny is my son's friend, their family created that.
They did?
Yeah.
Well, they some paid motherfuckers.
Yeah, they are. They literally created that.
Oh, boy.
Hilarious.
Anyway, man, hours go by goddamn fast to the motherfucker. Yeah, we sit up here as how quick life goes, motherfucker. You never goddamn know.
Nah, man, it goes quick, man, and you got to live every day to the fullest.
To the fullest, and I do.
And you can't wait to say, like, tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
You can't wait. And then here's another thing, too. You don't have to wait for these grandiose ideas to come together and all that shit before you can enjoy your life. You can just enjoy every second. You can look at yourself right now in this second. What the hell is wrong? Nothing, bro.
Yeah.
So you can enjoy it, man. You can live it now.
People got, I don't, for the most part, they're not able to live their lives that way happily because you too busy looking at what somebody else got.
That's right.
Not even looking in the mirror and realize, bro, you are that God. When your pilot goes out, when your ass die, you don't die. When I die, the world dies. Not me, the world dies. Because I ain't conscious of it. But when you get caught up on looking at what somebody else got and your life is unhappy because of what somebody else got and you ain't got it, that's a miserable motherfucking existence.
Or what else somebody might say, or what else somebody thinks.
Yeah.
All that type of stuff, man, is ridiculous, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's holding you back.
Yeah.
Hold back your enjoyment. Smile, man. A smile is free, party people. The shit costs nothing. It's free.
And enjoy, you are that God. You are the God that you goddamn worship. Mm-hmm. Because I tell any of you, go back before the day you was born, your birthday. Where were you before you were born? Before your parents got together and fucked each other. That's exactly where your ass going when your goddamn heart start pumping around here and somebody take you out. So enjoy yourself. Don't relish. Don't try to emulate nobody. Enjoy your personal existence. You know, what you got going on. It might not be like a Kobe Bryant or a Nipsey Hussle, but if you can find a way to enjoy.
It could be like Vlade Divac.
Anybody, but just a natural, you know how many everyday motherfuckers that goddamn have great lives that inspire people that you don't even hear about?
Yeah.
But people get caught up on looking at what somebody else has got and saying, my life ain't shit. Them same motherfuckers, I hope Kobe is showing you gonna die just like you. So live your life to the fullest and do what you can to help anybody else. But don't ever goddamn shortchange yourself, man, because we gonna all close our eyes one day for the last motherfucking time, and you might as well enjoy the shit for as long as you goddamn can. And that's, I don't think of any other way. I don't think there's any other way you can be happy other than being happy with who you are and what God gave you.
And you could die with your eyes open. They do that too.
Yeah, but the funeral home will sew them motherfuckers stitched up. They'll stitch them up before you.
It'll chisel like
Anyway, right, man, tell them goddamn what you up in at Robinson Boulevard.
Come check out Mike Robinson Boulevard, y'all, on Tuesday nights at 8:30. And the replays are on YouTube and on Facebook. Follow me at King Mike Boogie on my social media. That's it, baby.
All righty. I'm your host, Al Toomer, and I got this beige heifer back there. She ain't did my show in there, I don't think, since June or July. Lauren's been back there. She's been running for me, but I'm glad to have her back there. Again, Porters, tell us something about you and what we got coming up around here. Dang, can I get a Morris Media T-shirt? Can you tell them where they can buy a Morris Media T-shirt at?
We don't have any available yet, but we will. But our next, for those in the Los Angeles area interested in taking one of our podcast classes, our next one is Saturday, February 22nd, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Go to the website, Morris Media Studios, to sign up, and then you can follow me at OG Poetess on everything.
There you go with it.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. Hope it was intuitive, entertaining, funny, and insightful. We'll see you next week, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, party people.